Let's face it, guys, not every live-action show on the Disney Channel was as great as Lizzie McGuire. In fact, I hate to say it, but there were a few shows they really could have done without. Don't worry, Hannah, Lizzie, Lewis, and Raven have nothing to worry about. The other guys, not so much. I'm Whitney Van Lanningham, and these are the worst live-action Disney Channel shows. Number 7, So Random. Sorry dudes, but So Random just wasn't the same after Demi Lovato left Sunny with a Chance. Instead of trying to force the cast to carry on the show without Demi, they really should have quit while they were ahead. So Random felt to me like it was trying to be All That or The Amanda Show, but never really managed to capture that same weird, unexpected humor that Nickelodeon did with their kids' sketch shows in the 90s. I don't know if we were all just a lot cooler and more nihilistic back then because Kurt Cobain was our god and Lori Beth Dimberg was our queen, but I fully blame the 2000s for making this sketch show so shitty. The Disney Channel just can't do SNL, guys. They just can't. Number 6, Girl Meets World. This show had so much potential. I loved the original Boy Meets World so much, but this reboot proves that some shows should stay in the past where we love them. I felt like the problems that Cory and Sean faced on the original Boy Meets World were so much more relatable and realistic. Where the reboot falls flat and boring, the original wasn't afraid to take risks. Number 5, The Sweet Life on Deck. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't make a sequel about it on a cruise ship. What was wrong with the original Zack and Cody where they lived in a hotel? That show was hilarious, and I loved the original cast. I don't care what you say, but Debbie Ryan will never be Ashley Tisdale. Never! Number 4, Bug Juice. Okay, I'm keeping this one low on the list because I don't even know if you guys will remember this show, but I freaking hated Bug Juice back in the day. Again, I'm comparing Disney to Nick, but Nickelodeon executed Salute Your Shorts so perfectly, it was hard to see what the excuse was for Bug Juice falling short. I think the main issue I had with this show was the fact that it was trying to bring that reality show realness to the Disney Channel, and I just want my brain cells to be safe on at least one network. Kids don't need reality TV. They need imagination and creativity and zany cartoons and dirty jokes and all that good stuff. This series also spawned a bunch of other Disney reality series that you probably don't remember, like Totally Hoops, Totally Circus, and Totally in Tune. And I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm showing exactly how old I am. Number 3, Good Luck Charlie. Even though the show definitely had its funny moments, I just wasn't a huge fan of Good Luck Charlie. For starters, I feel like any show that features a literal baby as the protagonist doesn't really have a whole lot going for it. There's nothing interesting about a baby's life. They just poop and puke and they have a soft spot on their heads. It's basically a built-in self-destruct button. Unless you're showing me a baby who can bust open a playpen with a screwdriver he carries around in his diaper, I'm not into it. And before you start yelling, the show wasn't all about the baby in the comments, I know. The show was way more about the family and their lives and the lessons that they wanted to teach little Charlie, but that shit was just as boring. Number 2, Dog with a Blog. I know what you're thinking, it's totally out of character for me to hate a show about a dog. And normally I'd say you're right, but this is a special case. And hey man, I'm not knocking fantasy shows. Sometimes you need a little talking animal to spice things up. But this show is just downright hokey and stupid and cheesy and dumb, and I'm not about it. I'm okay with living in a world where my dog can't use a computer or build his own website. He'd probably spend way more money on Amazon after a hard night of partying than I would. I don't trust my dog to keep his own butt clean. I certainly wouldn't trust him with a goddamn WordPress account. Number 1, Cory in the House. You guys knew this was gonna be number 1, right? It's everyone's favorite anime! And if you don't get that joke, you need to go study up on your memes. Nowadays, Cory in the House has an ironic cult following for absolutely no reason. Someone on 4chan just woke up one morning and decided to try to get the Cory in the House video game to the most popular spot on game FAQs, and the rest is history. But besides it being one of the most amazing inside jokes we all share here on the interwebs, Cory in the House totally sucked. Despite the fact that Victor and Cory were the 2 best characters on That's So Raven, this series totally flopped. Luckily, Game FAQs still has the DS's game rating at a 4.31 out of 5, so hey, that's not bad. These are the worst live-action Disney Channel shows I've seen, but I want to know which ones y'all hated in the comments section. Like and subscribe to Obsev, and please hit me up on Twitter if you have a copy of Cory in the House I can borrow for my DS. That's literally all I want to play right now.